Hi, it's Romella, and welcome to this week's spiritual support for empaths for week commencing the 22nd of September. So we've had a bit of a weekend already. We had the new moon yesterday, which is great for your intention setting. So again, if there's things you want to clear out, detox, release, that is a good time to do that. And also, more importantly, to place those, think about what it is that you really want to do, be and have for the next coming months and it really into 2026. What is it that you really desire? Capture that, write it down in a note to the universe, a note to yourself, and think about what the steps are. What tangible action could you take in order to move yourself forward, and do that. Today we also have Mabon, which is in September, which is also the autumn equinox. And again, it's that time of year when we're just thinking about, well, what have I achieved so far this year? What's gone well? It's a great review time. The kids went back to school a couple of weeks ago, and everyone talks about the start of the year and the new year and getting things going again. So just invite you just to think what it is that you are taking with you into this final quarter of 2025. So we're going to use a couple of decks. I'm going to pull some cards from the Seasons of the Witch Mabon Oracle. Love this deck. I've got all 8 of them for all of the wheels of the year, because I just find the imagery is just so season specific, as you'd expect for it, with it being wheel of the year. But I just love that in particular. I love seeing the right flowers, I love seeing the right trees, I love seeing the right season on the imagery. So really beautiful deck of cards. On my social media, on my Facebook page, I am going to be doing a card pull. So if you want a card pull, comment on the post that I shall put up later, and I will pull you a special message from this deck. And then I'm going to use Rise of the Warrior for the main reading today. I am in the process of collating some keywords and things for creating my own little deck, so I'm excited about that. And then we'll use those as well moving forward. So let's see. I nearly had one that popped out and then it disappeared. There it is. Okay, in fact, this was actually on the top of the deck. That's quite funny. And we have Yang. We have that full moon. We have, I don't know, it's a rise of the divine masculine. So yeah, as today is the autumn equinox, it is that time to think of it in the masculine energy, the doing energy, rather than the being of the feminine energy, and look at what you have done, and look at what you are doing and going to be doing moving forward, and wish to do, be and have. It's very much a day for that doing action, the review of the past doings, and what it is that you're looking to move forward. Sometimes we reach this time of the year and think, oh, I haven't done that. Like for me, I haven't written my book, I haven't launched one of the programs that I wanted to do, I haven't, there's quite a lot of things I haven't done, but actually there are things that I have done and I have achieved. As I'm standing here, I'm looking out, well, actually we laid a patio and sorted the garden out. We've put some turf down and the garden just looks really nice now. And that's a major achievement, because again, for me, the patio and the grass, or where the trampoline used to be, it was a real tab open and really drained me when I came in to work in the summer house. But now when I look out, I've got some slabs down, I've got some lovely white stones, I've got grass, I've got some flowers in pots. So that for me is a great review of actually we've made a big difference to our outdoor space, and certainly how it makes me feel. So that's just me sharing an example. So yeah, look at what have you feel like you have achieved. And it doesn't have to be, like I haven't written my book, but that's okay. There's other things that I have done, and I've been able to, as I say, close the tabs on. Communication, bridging confusion with clarity. Yeah, communication is always a big thing for us empaths. The communication that we are hearing and receiving, whether that's through language, body language, behaviour, but also it's that we're sending out to others around us. And sometimes we can be misunderstood. Sometimes, you know, if we are emotional, it's the emotions that get seen and not necessarily the actual message that we're trying to convey or that's got us emotional. So yeah, think about how clear you can be with your communications. And again, I've always find that actually writing things down can really help get things into a space of clarity for me. It can also be you know, taking a moment before reacting to something, just taking a moment, taking a breath, slow down before reacting or communicating, not hitting send on messages straight away, perhaps just sitting with the energy. And it might just take a minute, it might take a day, just to make sure that the communication really is good and clear, and it's exactly what you are intending it to say. And also the same when we are receiving that information. You know, we as empaths, we pick it up, we're often looking for something perhaps negative that isn't actually there. So have a think about, yeah, don't respond immediately is really the key message, I think, there. Let us see, let's have this one. Self-sabotage. First, you need to believe you are worthy. Now, isn't that true? And worthiness is actually something that I think is a journey that I've been on this year. I've shared about having been nominated for a prize, and that whole worthiness came up. I thought, well, I haven't done this, I haven't done that, but actually somebody has seen something within me that they feel is worthy, and is, you know, I need to accept that I'm judging myself quite harshly probably compared to, and other people see a different element of me, which is nice. So, you know, just think about, where are you supporting yourself with your self-worth, and where does it perhaps need a little bit of a bolster, a little bit of support. The self-sabotage, I think, is also huge as empaths. We put other people first. We put other people's needs first. Now, sometimes we have to, because they are children, they are younger than us, they are reliant on us. Sometimes they are our partner, and we might feel, actually, I need to do this because they are doing that. Sometimes it's our parents that we need to look after and to support. But actually, when we don't support ourselves, we then we're sabotaging ourselves if we are not looking after our needs, if we're not doing the things that really support us. Yeah, so just be aware this week of that self-sabotage, as to where you are not putting yourself first and you're not getting your needs met. And it's down to you to then do that. All right, let's have one more message. Take time out. Some time alone is needed. This, I think, is one of the key things for me, is I really, really need time out, time alone. And I need a lot of it. I really do. And I need, for me personally, I need to make sure that my alone time isn't phone time, because that's not me alone. That's me tapped into social media. What I need is proper time out. So reading the book, doing the writing, going for a walk. That is quality alone time, and not just time alone with me and my phone. And I just invite you again just to think about, how can you support yourself and give yourself that time out? Where are you having time alone but actually not really utilising it in the best way? And like I say, I share quite honestly that with me and my phone, that is where I waste valuable time when I could actually be doing something that is going to support me, and move me forward. So let's have a look now at this deck and pull a message out of this. Oh, brand new, because of course this deck is beautiful. They have this they all have this down the side. They're all super shiny. They all move. Sometimes when you get this, you can't actually crack them open. You have to crack them open to move, but they are absolutely beautiful. Right, I'm just going to give them a quick tap. I'm not going to shuffle them because then I can do a quick video, a walkthrough video, without having to put them in order. So I'm just going to shuffle them in my hands and see which one comes through that I want to choose. Actually, I think it's this one. So again, the cards is just so beautiful. We have Kitchen Witchery. Abundance flows easily and effortlessly into your life. Be in gratitude. Yeah, and this, I think, for me, is a huge one at the moment. It's eating the right food. And that is, you know, that is literally kitchen witchery. It's like putting the right food inside me is going to make me be healthier, have more energy, be able to support others and show up to be my best self. This whole self-sabotage fits in beautifully with this whole kitchen, you know, looking at what you are eating and drinking. Or are you sabotaging yourself? Are you taking care of yourself? Let me just have a quick look in the book with this one, just simply because sometimes, oh, it's a beautiful book. It's full colour. They make the most beautiful, beautiful decks. Yeah, so what I was looking for was a simmer pot recipe. So this has got spiced apple simmer pot. So it's got 7 to 8 cloves, 6 to 7 whole nutmeg. Gosh, that's a lot. 3 to 4 fresh apple slices or dried, some cinnamon sticks, star anise, bay leaves, rosemary and black peppercorn. Mix them all up, half filled with water, boil, and then simmer and set your intentions. And you can use the words, abundance flows easily and effortlessly into my life and I am grateful. And then the idea is that the simmer pot, you know, leave the kitchen door open and the smell with all these beautiful herbs in them and fruit is going to waft through the house, yeah, and create a beautiful scent full of that witchy energy with that affirmation. A beautiful thing to do. So yeah, I do love these books. They do have really lovely things in them like that. So I think that is our weekly review and some support. Hopefully there's definitely things here that I know that I need, and if I'm needing them because when with these videos and emails, I am tapping into the collective energy. I know that what's coming up for me is also representing what's coming up for my viewers, my readers, my listeners as well. So there's lots of things here to look at. What was I going to say? Yes, I am launching a 33-day experience called Your Inner Light Reset and Retreat. There's different levels. There's just a group version, but also there's going to be one that you can get a copy of my 33-day book, and a energy editing session that's been recorded that's perfect for this season, or you can go VIP and actually book live one-to-one with me as well. So if you're interested, please reach out. I am just finalizing the sales page for it, and having different options, making it a little bit more complicated, but it's all good. I wish you a beautiful Mabon. I wish you a beautiful autumn equinox. In the UK here, it was a little cold this morning, but we've got blue sky, we've got sunshine, we've got that September energy. So I do invite you just to step out, barefooted, ground, even though that might well mean getting some damp feet, and just have that intention of grounding yourself in this moment for this final quarter of the year, and be gentle with yourself when you are reviewing what you have achieved this year so far, because we all have other stuff that goes on in life and we can't always do that. Okay, with blessings. Bye.